I didn't sleep.
What? He was so fat the father couldn't get in all the shirts.
No, he couldn't. He couldn't wear it. He was tearing the shirt, the sleeves out.
Ripping the seams out.
God's sake. It was awful. And I said to Pusha, don't let me see you in a shirt. So afraid she'd come waltzing out with a shirt on.
God, you must have been a little bit scared.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Oh,
because you weren't
I
with
was
your
the only
parents.
one.
You were the only normal one.
And I was, I was crazy. I was,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, living there with all those people, it's no doubt you weren't crazy.
I was crazy. And then when I opened up her cabinet and saw all her liquor, I thought I was going to have a stroke.
Why didn't you call your mother?
Call my mother? Are you kidding? I would never call my mother. They would call the police. She'd have them all arrested. My mother was the type that she'd call the police, right? And said, come on. My mother wanted to get even. Yeah, no, they were bad. And Ralph was worse.
Really? I don't know why. I always thought he was the nice one.
He wasn't. He was a sneak.
Was he an attorney? Oh, no, he was the construction guy.
Yeah, but he was a sneak. He had booze everywhere, yeah.
And you were close with his
And
wife.
he spent so much of the old man's money. Oh, God. I could write a book of the money he spent on dinners and stuff.
Yeah, showing off.
Showing off to all those people. And I was like the secretary, and I'd have to write it down, but I...
Oh, yeah, like in the ledger.
Yeah. He's such a liar. And that Jenny, she went along with him.
She was a nice lady, though. I only met her one time.
She thought it wasn't worth it. That's all she said. It's not worth it.
Both of you and her were in the same boat.
God, she had a horrible life. He was going with girls all the time.
Gross.
Oh, every girl I had.
What? He wasn't really handsome. Dad was handsome.
Yeah, but he had the money.
Yeah, that's true.
See, he took him to dinner and he did all kinds of things. And he took him all those places under the real estate place. Yeah, on those railroad places. And he took him out to dinner and oh my God, he did. And he tried to cover it up for me.
Because he knew you were smart.
And he would try to cover it up.
And he knew you knew. He knew.
He'd write everything off, God, he was awful. The old man never once did he look at that book. Did he? Because he loved that boy. He loved Ralph like you would not believe.
And the mother loved the younger one the best.
Which one?
Donald.
Oh, yes, that was her baby.
And then Ken was in the middle, all alone.
Yeah. And with his toes pointed in.
What do you mean his toes pointed in? He's pigeon-toed?
Yes. He'd sit and his father would holler at him and he'd have his toes pointed in.
Who, Dad?
Yeah. And I'd say to him, for God's sake, straighten out your toes. And he'd say, why? I said, you got it. You're like a little kid. Every time he sat down with his father.
Trying to get his attention.
Yeah. Trying to get attention, he was an asshole. God damn. I never did that to my father in all my years of living.
No. Oh.
He was awful. And he'd hold his head down low.
Oh, God, like browbeaten.
Yeah. Poor Kenneth. And that was his act. Then when he did something wrong, then he put his head down like a little
Oh,
kid.
for God's sake. No money's worth that. Humiliation.
And he didn't make any money. He cheated them all the time. He never gave them duty swat.
You think some of the buildings that they built are still up in Chicago?
What buildings?
The buildings that they built in the construction.
Oh, when they were in, yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, the whole,
Sears Tower.
yeah, the whole area was built. He used to bury the colored people in the dirt.
Well, why?
The father did.
Why? Because they would die?
Yeah, well, no. When they were naughty, they buried them. Oh, many a time he buried.
In the concrete?
Yep.
Well, that's just deplorable.
I know, but that's what they did. When they were building those places and they'd have trouble.
They never
buried
see
them.
the people again.
Right.
That was old time Chicago.
Right. And the old man did it.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, there was no religion
Then,
involved in that.
Yeah.
And they never mentioned it, nothing. Or he'd give him a goose or a duck or something. They found it in a hole somewhere. Give him a duck. And they say, that's rotten. That's old. Those colored people knew from the right to the left.
Thanks a lot for the rotten duck.
Yeah. And he'd give him a duck.
What the hell?
It wouldn't even feed two people. Oh, God.